episode 436. Back with episode 436. Here we are, boys. Here we are. Here we are, boys. Here we are. Here we are, boys. Back with episode 436. Back with episode 436. Here we are, boys. Here we are. Here we are, boys. Here we are. Back with episode 436. Back with episode 436 to come chill with your boy. Anyways, guys, and before we get into it, guys, I have to iterate this. Every stream. Every time I'm doing these, guys, I have to iterate this. If at any point in the stream you hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment, and that's why I stutter, and that's why I trip. You see, guys, if at any point in this stream you hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment, and that's why I stutter, and that's why I trip over my words. Anyways, guys, let's get into it. So guys, so what do we talk about here, guys? What do we talk about here, guys? What do we talk about here on this channel? We talk about anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, and psychology, as well as movies, music, and TV. Practically anything to do with the entertainment industry as a whole. So yeah. Also, guys, I've got all my stuff organized, guys. I've got all my gaming stuff organized and all of my music stuff organized. So feel free to check any of that stuff out if you want. Also, guys, I am a reader, writer, and storyteller. Guys. I am a reader, writer, and storyteller, and I'm still working on everything. Guys. I'm still working on the White Knight, on August 8, on the Dragon King trilogy, and the broader world of Evaluria itself, and I'm still working on Gunblade. Guys. I'm still working on the Samurai and Gunslinger, and for you guys as well. However, all the books, all the stories, all that stuff, it does take time, so just bear with me and I'll get all that stuff done for you guys. So yeah. Also, guys, I do this every night. Guys. I do this every night, Monday through Saturday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's 6 nights a week, Monday through Saturday from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. So yeah, that's the schedule, guys. Also, guys, I know y'all want the Q&A. And the Q&A is coming, guys. Episode 500 is the next Q&A. Y'all get the Q&A every 100 episodes. Y'all know how this works. So yeah. Anyways, guys. With all that being said, I've got an hour to kill. So what do y'all want to talk about? Anyways, guys, with all that being said, I've got an hour to kill. So what do y'all want to talk about? Hello, Johnny. Hello, how you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? What's up, guys? How you doing, guys? Y'all ready to waste another night? Y'all ready to waste another hour? God knows I am. Lord knows I'm ready to waste the hour away, cause why not? Let's just see where the wind takes us, shall we? Let's just see where the wind takes us tonight. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I've got an hour to kill. So what do y'all want to talk about? Was Thor... Yes, Thor is the Norse god of thunder. If for those of you that don't know, If for those of you, if for those who don't, if for those of you that don't know, I've studied Greek mythology. I've studied Greek mythology for almost 8 years, and I've studied Norse mythology for almost 4 years. So yeah, I've been studying Greek mythology for 7 years, and Norse mythology for 3. So there's that, guys. There's that. So yeah, guys. So yeah. Yeah, guys, I know these streams suck. I know I'm not the best at this. I know I know I'm not the best on camera. I know I ramble on a lot and trip over my words a lot and stutter and everything. I know. I know, guys. I know. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing tonight per usual. Per usual. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's alright. It's alright. I'll post a poll up in a few days, guys. I'll post a poll up in a few days. Hello, Jin. Hello. How you doing? How you doing, Jin? How you doing? But yeah, guys. I mean, I've just had a very long and busy day. In fact, I just got done working on even more stories. I just got done working on even more stuff. If for the Dragon King trilogy, if for the Dragon King trilogy, of which is a trilogy of books that I'm currently writing. Aiden and Drayla's story is so just it's a simple story, right? It is a simple story. The Dragon King trilogy is. It's basically how do I put this, guys? How do I put this? How do I put this, guys? How do I put this? How do I explain the Dragon King to y'all? How do I explain the Dragon King to y'all? So, so in this world I've created, in this world, 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 in this what, 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 in this what. Y'all, do y'all see the problem? Did y'all see the problem? Did y'all see the problem? Do y'all do y'all do y'all do y'all do y'all see the problem? 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 Do you see the problem, guys? Do you see the problem? Oh my god. Do y'all see the problem? Do y'all see the problem? Do y'all see the problem though? Anytime I try to talk, it just don't work. It just don't work. But yeah, guys, okay. Okay. Oh god, I shouldn't be laughing, but it is funny. It is funny. How could I not laugh at all the absurdity? Truly it is absurd. I mean, technically I did go to speech therapy in childhood to stop the stuttering and all that. I did technically go to speech therapy and all that, you know. It was very 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 fuck man. I don't know. What's your question, my dear viewer? What's your question, John? What's your question? Because the speech impediment is let's just say it's working tonight, shall we? Shall we? What's your question, John? What's your question? Oh god, I hate my stupid I hate my motor mouth because Man, speech impediment is just mad annoying. Like, I can't control it. That is very, very interesting. Eh, but, but let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, guys. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to the Dragon King trilogy. Let's get back to the story of Aiden and Drayla. So, in this world I've created, in the mythology of Avaloria, because that's the realm, right? That's the realm I've created. That's the mythos I've created. The world of Avaloria is my own mythology. So in this world I've created, there's this mad king Eldrick. There's this mad, insane king who has killed all the dragons, who has killed every last dragon in all of my mythos, in all of my world, in the world I've created. Eldrick has killed every last dragon in all of Avaloria. Every last one of them. Every last dragon except for one. Every last dragon except for one. That dragon being Drayla. Now, Drayla is the last dragon in all of Avaloria because because she because Drayla is not only dragon, she's a hybrid. She is half human, half dragon. Uh, you see, uh, you see, 1,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, the gods blessed her with that ability, and in my world, that is very, very rare. That is a very, very rare occurrence. If the gods to bless you with the ability to shapeshift. So that's how Drayla has escaped Eldrick all these years. Now, Aiden, the Dragon Prince, aka Eldrick's son, ha- is going ha- has basically fallen in love with the last dragon in all of the, in all of the land, in all of Avaloria. So Aiden falls in love with Drayla, and then we have a kind of, I'm gonna say it like this, guys. I'm gonna say it like this. Imagine the How to Train Your Dragon DreamWorks trilogy meets Romeo and Juliet meets your stereotypical fantasy story. What this trilogy is, guys, what this trilogy is a fantasy version of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet with a little bit of How to Train Your Dragon thrown into it. It's very, very interesting, guys. It is very, very interesting, truly, because I've been working on this story. I've been working on the Dragon King and the broader world of Avaloria for 4 years now. For 4 years. I've been working on Gunblade for the past five. Well, I've been writing. I should say. I should say I've been writing David and Marie's story. I've been writing the samurai and gunslingers story for the past 5 years. I've actually been working on it for the past 8 though. So there's that. Guys, in other words, I'm just working on a lot of books, on a lot of stories. I've just been working on a lot of books and a lot of stories. What is that supposed to say? Is that supposed to say bitch? Is that supposed to say bitch about? Is that supposed to say bitches about it? Oh, that's funny. That is funny. What's up, Kayla? How you doing? How you doing, Kayla? How you doing? What's up? What's up, Kayla? What's up? How you doing, Kayla? Yo, we got one of the OGs in chat. We got one of the four. Even though you gotta go, Kayla. Even though you gotta go, Kayla. It was good having you here. It was good having you here, man. It was good having you here. It was good to have you here, Kayla. It was good to have you here. But yeah, guys, honestly, guys, like the Dragon King is probably one of the stories that people are most excited for. Like my best friend, like one of my best friends, right? One of my best friends, Cody. Cody is one of my best friends, and his family loves that fantasy type of stuff. They they love Cody and his family love stories like The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, etc., etc. They love that fantasy crap. Hell, Cody and his mom have read everything written by J.R.R. Tolkien, and so have I. I've read everything written by John Ronald Reuel Tolkien. Jonathan Ronald Reuel Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien, is the creator of The Hobbit, is the Lord of the Rings, etc., etc. He is a mastermind when it comes to storytelling, because he did something no one else has ever done before him. He created a mythology, a history for England. He gave England its mythology back, and that is so good. I mean, the story of Bilbo Baggins. It's the story of Bilbo Baggins there and back again is so good. The story of Frodo Baggins is also just very, very good. And the age of the Cimarels is also very, very good. God, J.R.R. Tolkien is widely considered the grandfather of modern fantasy, of which I can see why. I can see why. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I am so lucky to have such great friends, and I and I don't mean as far as all the music goes, even though yes, I'm very, very lucky to have those friends as far as creating music. I'm very, very lucky to have friends that can help me with creating music and all that. I'm also very, very lucky to have friends that share my interest in books, in storytelling, and all that. Hell, Cody and his family love fantasy so much, love J.R.R. Tolkien's works so much, that Cody's mom can actually speak Elvish. I told her I was on the phone with him one day, and he told me about that. He told me about that. He told me about that with his mom. And that his mom could speak Tolkien's Elvish, and I said, prove it. And I said, prove it. He put his mom on the phone. She's a very nice woman. She's a very nice lady. And she actually did. She actually spoke Elven to me. She actually spoke Elvish, which blew my mind. I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy. I was like, yo, that's insane. That's awesome. Plus, dude, his entire family is just awesome. Cody's entire family, that's my type of people. That's my type of people. Cody's entire family, I get along with so good and so well, even though I've only met these people over the phone and would love to meet these guys in real life. I would love to meet Cody and his family in real life, because we would have hour-long discussions about a philosophy, history, mythology, etc., etc. His father has studied history for 20 plus years. His father has also studied Norse mythology for 10 plus years. Dear Lord, the conversations me and Cody's family could have. Ooh! Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good. You know what, guys? You know what? I've been thinking about this for a while. I just need to get my eldest brother Devin, who y'all have seen before. I need to get my eldest brother Devin to agree to this. But I've been wanting to do a podcast with him for the longest time, just talking about history and mythology. Because guys, I could talk for hours and hours and hours and hours about mythology alone. I kid you not. Okay, how long have we been going? 21 minutes, nearly 22 minutes. I could spend every single night from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. talking about all this stuff. All these stories, all these legends, all these fairy tales, all this gruesome and violent stuff. I could do in order for me to truly do it, guys, in order for me to truly get out all of my thoughts on Greek and mythology alone, imagine this, guys. Imagine this. A 14-hour stream. Imagine if I streamed for 14 hours straight, just talking about Greek and mythology and everything I've learned over the past 8 years, or nearly 8 years. That would be scratching the surface. That would be scratching the surface of what I've learned in the past 8 years in that hypothetical 14-hour stream. And if I were to go on and talk about Gunblade, talk about the Samurai and Gunslinger, talk about the Dragon King trilogy and my work and my stories, dog, we'd be here till the end of time. We'd be here till the end of time if I were to tell you all about all the stuff I've got lined up in the future. My first book comes out in May, by the way. The White Knight comes out in May. The first volume of Gunblade, aka the first volume of the Samurai and Gunslinger, comes out either October, September, or November of this year. Probably in November, now that I think about it. But yeah, guys. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Nah, man, nah. I don't trust anybody. I do not trust anybody. I do not trust anybody. I do not trust anybody with my work. I do not trust anybody with my work. Well, that's a lie, actually. That's a lie. I do trust one person, and you know who you are. You know who you are, my friend. And because I talk to you every Sunday night. I talk to you every Sunday at church, and I talk to you every Sunday night. Bryce, my man, my man. Guys, me and my artist have got have got so much stuff lined up. Is that actually true, though, guys? Is that actually true? Is Saturday the biggest night for the channel? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't keep up with the analytics and all that, so I truly do not know. I do not know. I have no idea, guys. I have no idea. I just wing it when it comes to the channel. And when it comes to the channel, practically nothing is planned. Practically nothing is planned, and when it comes to the channel, I don't think about the channel like that. I don't think about the channel in those terms. I think about the other stuff I'm doing in those terms. Yes, yes, I know the story of Medusa. I know the story of Medusa, which, God, that's just one, though. That's just one of many, Jen. That's just one of many messed up, messed up stories in Greek mythology. That's just one of many horrifying tales. That's just one of many horrifying stories in Greek mythology. But yeah. But yeah, guys. Thank you. Thank you, my dear viewers. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys, so much. Thank you, guys, so much. Guys, I know a lot of these stories already. All the stuff y'all are telling me to brush up on, I know a lot of the stories already. I could actually recall the stories right now. I could recall a lot of those stories from memory right now. I just don't. I just choose not to. I could recite some of those stories from memory, nearly word for word, right now. I just choose not to because of the speech impediment, because of the stuttering issue. That is why I hold back. That is why I hold back. Yes, yes. I went I I actually did yesterday. I actually did look at a lot of these stories again yesterday. Like, uh, like over the past 8 years, right? Over the past, well, not eight, actually almost eight. Because I've been studying Greek mythology for 7 years, and I've been studying it for almost eight, actually. Let's see. May of this year will be 8 years studying Greek mythology. One of my favorite stories over these 8 years of studying it is the story of Eros and Psyche. That story is not it's not a very dark one. It's not a very dark story. It's just a very chill, calm, and a very powerful and loving story at that. The story of Eros and Psyche is beautiful, man. I love that story to death. I love that story to death. And then we have the 12 labors of Heracles. Oh God, that, oh sweet, Oh my god, that is, damn, that's dark. Damn, that's fuck, man. Jesus Christ, that is dark. Jesus Christ, that is dark, man. Holy. I just remembered one of the darkest stories I've ever read in Greek mythology. Just remembered one of the darkest stories I have ever read in my nearly 8 years of studying Greek myth. Yeah, that's a dark one. That's a dark one, man. That is just, oh my god, cannot believe, man. Man, the Greeks weren't playing. The Greeks were not playing at all. I thank you, Chin. I thank you. I truly do. I truly do thank you guys. Cause honestly, you're right, Chin. You're right. You are inevitably right, my dear viewer. You are inevitably right, Chin. You are inevitably right. And I gotta work through these issues, man. I gotta work through these issues of self confidence and just stop worrying about stuff and just start going and just start talking. Yeah, I gotta play to my strengths, but man, like. But I just, I don't know, man. Like, it's a lot of the times, a lot of nights, it just don't feel right. It just don't feel right. But then the question is, if it doesn't feel right, then why am I doing this? Why am I coming back every single night? Every single night, why do I come back? And honestly, guys, at this point, I don't know. I don't know why I come back. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Ah, I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess I've just become, like, self aware and self conscious, and that's kind of ruined everything, I guess. I mean, I'd like to think either the channel is doing well, but in actuality, I think even though yes, I'm grateful. I am truly grateful for anyone watching the channel at any point. Now, past, present, future, doesn't matter. If any of y'all have watched any of my content or any of the stuff I've put out on the channel, I truly do thank you guys. I really don't know how the hell, I don't know why the fuck y'all subscribe to me, because I got 1,000 of y'all now. I got 1,000 of y'all subscribe to me. That's mind blowing, guys, truly. And I think I've just become conscious of that, and I'm like, what am I doing every night? What am I doing every night? I'm putting all this work in, but it behind the scenes, and then the second that camera turns on, the second I hit the go live button, I just do the usual shit and just waste your time. When in actuality, I could just be talking and I could just be talking to you guys and either providing entertainment or telling y'all these really old school messed up stories, or talking about music or anime or manga or TV shows or cartoons or books or stories and all that stuff. Cause guys, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff in here. You see guys, this is what I you see guys, now we getting somewhere. Now we finally getting somewhere. Now we getting into the philosophical and the psychological side of things. And this is where things just completely turn on their head. This is where things completely turn upside down. Because now we getting into the deep topics. Now we getting into the truly in-depth topics. Like, why does a certain person do what they do? Why does a certain person do what they do? Like, like, really, why do we do what we do? It 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 ultimately goes back to two questions, guys. Or really, yeah, it goes back to these two questions. Who are we and what do we want? Who are you and what do you want? Who am I and what do I want? You see, guys, this is the problem. This is the problem. What's the purpose of all this? What's the meaning of life? Like now we getting somewhere. Cause guys, that's a very very tricky thing to figure out. That is a very very tricky thing to figure out, and it's a very interesting thing to think about though. Like, it is a very very interesting thing to talk about. It is a very very interesting thing to talk about. What was your question, John? What was your question? What was your question, John? What was your question? Even though this is not a Q&A, what was your question? What was the question, Sean? What was your question, Sean? I do not know, John. I do not know. I do not know, my friend. I do not know. I do not know, my friend. I do not know. But yeah, guys, like, I mean, God. God, now I'm just thinking about all the different psychologists like Sigmund Freud, Jean Piaget, Carl Rogers, Carl Jung, Jordan Peterson. Although Peterson's he's a rather, I wouldn't say new a psychologist, but I've been looking into him I've been looking into Dr. Jordan Peterson for a few years now, and I've found a lot of his ideas interesting because he's read a lot of good people. He's read a lot of good people, and through him, I discovered the exact same people. Like, there are ideas of Carl Jung that I just absolutely love. Like, I would say out of all the topics, I find psychology the most interesting because psychology is the study of the mind. Because because in my opinion, it all goes back to those two questions. It all goes back to those two questions. It's not that big of a deal, John. You're fine. You're fine. What's up, darkness? What's up? How you doing? How you doing, darkness? How you doing? What's up, darkness? What's up, my friend? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Why am I thinking about that? Guys, I think about the most random shit at the most random times. Why am I thinking about that? Dear Lord. You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. God, I love SpongeBob. Seasons 1 to 3 were absolutely glorious. You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. Great, now I'm thinking about a Samurai Jack. Long ago in a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil. God, it's so fascinating. All these cartoons, all this stuff that goes on up in here. All the stuff that goes up on in here, man. Look, Gary, doubloons, don't drop 'em. Mm-hmm. Clever, Sponge. Clever. Hey, Patrick, how the are you? Funny. Funny, man. Funny stuff. I I've got the first 100 episodes of SpongeBob on my shelf over there, which is the first 5 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. However, I think the golden age of SpongeBob, and a lot of people agree with this on me, the golden age of SpongeBob is the first 3 seasons. Personally, I like seasons 1 through 4, and that's it. But I do find a lot of stuff interesting though, guys. Like I could be talking about one thing and then talk about another and then be thinking about another at the exact same time. I could be thinking about Greek mythology and then talking about Norse and then thinking about a philosophy and then talking about a psychology within the span of seconds. Within the span of seconds, guys. I mean, I truly do not know. What's up, Dante? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Dante? How you doing? But yeah, guys. I mean, like, I don't know what the future holds for the channel. Honestly, all right, Johnny, all right. But 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 yeah, guys. Honestly, I have no idea it it would I be doing if it for the foreseeable future of the channel. Probably the same crap as always. Probably the same crap as always. But yeah. Also, guys, also here in a few days, I will be doing that poll on the channel. to decide if y'all want more music before Worthless comes out in April. So keep an eye out for that. So keep an eye out for that. Hello, my dear viewer. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, guys, I don't know, man. I don't understand. What's up, John? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? No comment on that, Darkness. No comment. No comment on that. We do not talk about that sort of stuff here. We do not get into politics on this channel. We do not talk about politics. I stay as far away from that as humanly possible. I stay as far away from politics as possible on this channel. I do not talk about it. I stay far, far away from it. I stay far, far away from it. I stay far away from politics, guys. I do not talk about it. Nah. I'd rather keep the channel somewhat friendly in that in that in that regard. And when it comes to that sort of stuff, I'm like, nope, do not get involved in that. That is a can of worms that I will not get into. So yeah, as far as politics goes, I'm staying the hell away. I'm staying away. I gotta run. Catch me outside, blood. Catch me outside. Cause ain't no way I talking about politics on this channel. But yeah, guys, yeah. I cannot wait for this year, man. Even though this year's already begun, it's gotten off to a very slow start. I think things will increase in speed as the year goes by. But yeah, guys, I mean, eventually I will be talking about this as well because this is one of the greatest cartoons. This is one of the best Spider-Man adaptations I've seen. I understand why all my friends were like, it is heresy, it is blasphemy if you haven't seen this series. I now understand why. My friends laughed and called me a heretic for not watching this while claiming to be a Spider-Man fan. Because this show truly does understand Peter Parker, truly does understand Spider-Man. And I'll be talking about that show in a future stream very soon. So yeah, guys, I know I've got a lot of stuff to do, right? God knows I've got a lot of stuff to talk about on the channel, and I just don't. Man. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of hoopla. You know. Seems like a lot of hoopla. seems like a lot of nonsense, but honestly, do not know. Thank you, my dear viewer, thank you. What? What's up, Chin? What's up? What's up, Chin? What's on your mind? God, just. I do not play any board games, guys. I do not play any board games. I do not play any board games. When I was a gamer, what were my favorite video games of? Okay. The Devil May Cry franchise, DMC, and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy and the Devil May Cry games were absolutely perfect, particularly Final Fantasy 1 through 7 and all of the Devil May Cry games 1 through 5. Dante is from Devil May Cry. There's actually some elements from DMC that I'm taking and adapting for Gunblade, for the Samurai and Gunslinger. So, yeah, I take inspiration from everything, guys. I take inspiration from everything. I take inspiration from everything, guys. From everything. But the Devil May Cry games, the Devil May Cry games with Dante and Virgil, and the Final Fantasy games were absolutely phenomenal. Were absolutely phenomenal. Hell yes. Hell yes. Star Wars The Old Republic was freaking amazing. That was a good game. That was a bloody fantastic one. But guys, I simply don't have time anymore. I do not have time anymore to play video games. Besides, they've become boring to me. They've become stale. I do not play video games anymore, guys. I do not play video games anymore. Now, guys, now I just talk about what I talk about. I study history, mythology, philosophy, and psychology. I write books, stories, and music, and watch TV, movies, and practically anything I'm interested in. So yeah, I do basically every other form of entertainment besides video games. Besides video games. Like, guys, I mean, this series right here, this series right here, this series right here, guys, this series right here, oh, this series right here, guys, this is what got me into everything. This right here, guys, this right here is what got me into everything. Thug Notes. What it do, blood? This is the series that got me into reading and writing. Do I have a girlfriend, or am I looking for a girlfriend? No, I have not had a girlfriend in in 8 years. My last girlfriend, it was back in the 7th grade. Am I looking if for a relationship? No. No. No, no, no. I am currently single and I'm not looking for a relationship in particular. So, no. No, your boy is currently on the market, or no, off the market. I'm just not looking, and quite frankly, I do not care at the moment. I do not care at the moment. Honestly, guys, and besides, no woman who would ever go out with me, guys. No woman in no woman would ever willingly date a guy like me simply because I'm physically limited. I'm physically damaged. I'm physically damaged, you guys. Plus, I got a lot of issues. I got a lot of physical issues that need to be overcame. Of which I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on overcoming these challenges. I'm working on overcoming my disability. But maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I shouldn't be looking to overcome it. Maybe I shouldn't be looking to overcome it. I should just adapt to it. I should just adapt to it. But yeah, guys, I'm not looking for a girlfriend right now. I haven't been in a relationship for 8 years, and like I said, and when it comes to that stuff, guys, and when it comes to all that stuff, I'm very, very private. I do not talk about any of that stuff with you guys. I keep my private stuff private, guys. I am a very private man. I keep my personal stuff very, very private. I will tell y'all this though. I will tell y'all this. While I while I might be a very private man and keep all of my stuff away, keep all of my stuff out of the limelight, so to speak, I keep all of my stuff out of the channel. Here's how y'all know more about me. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Here's how y'all know more about me. Here's how y'all can discover more about me, guys. Here's how y'all can discover more about me. Just go listen to the songs. Go listen to all the songs I've written with my friends. Go listen to all the songs I've written with my friends. Go read the description of those songs, and y'all will know a whole lot more about me. Lost in the Void, Echoes of Resilience, Hidden Pain, Home, Silent Screams, Silent Shadows, etc., etc. Lifeless, Haunted Halls, Guiding Light, etc., etc. If y'all go and listen to those songs, if y'all go and listen to those songs, if y'all go and read the description of those songs, y'all will understand a whole lot more about me. I do not openly talk about my stuff. I do not openly talk about my personal stuff and my private life. However, I do write about it and channel it through the music. I do channel it through the music, guys, through the music. Through the music I write, I spill my guts in a way. In a way, guys, in a way. So if y'all want to know anything about me, go listen to the music I've written. Either way, guys, either way, we've hit the hour mark. We've hit the hour mark, guys. That was bloody horrible. That was awful. That was awful, guys. That was boredom at its finest. Great job there, loser. Great job, loser. Boredom at its finest. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done, loser. Boredom at its finest. Great job, buddy. Brilliant job. Anyways, guys. There's one good thing that comes out of this, though. There's one good thing that comes out of all this. And that is... And that is this. I will leave the link to their channel. I'll leave the link to Citizen Soldier's channel in the description down below. I'll leave the link to their channel, to Citizen Soldier's channel, down below, guys. Anyways, guys, with that being said, we've hit the hour mark. And like I said, I'll leave the link to their channel, to Citizen Soldier's channel in the description down below. Anyways, guys, with that being said, we've hit the hour mark, and with that, y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, turn on post notifications, turn on all post notifications, so that we never miss a video, and you'll be notified whenever I upload. And with that, guys, I am outie. I love you guys, and thank you.